Hi there. I'm glad you could join me. A key factor in improving and maintaining posture and balance just might lie in this tiniest part of you, your toes. When is the last time you sent some love and appreciation to your toes? Well, research has shown that falls are often a result of reduced flexibility and strength in the toes and feet. So in today's session, we're going to engage in a series of movements and exercises to love our toes, connect with our feet, and grow more flexible, strong, and confident in holding ourselves up, moving ourselves forward, and supporting posture and balance. So let's get started. You're welcome to take a seat or sit on the floor. Today I'm going to sit in a chair, but it's totally up to you. So as you find that comfortable seat, place your feet squarely on the floor right under your knees. And try not to rely on the back of the chair for support. Position your torso right over your hips. Let your arms relax and your shoulders relax away from your ears. Take a big breath in through your nose and sigh it out through your mouth and just say, ah. Take a big breath in, sigh it out, and let it go. As you settle your body into this position, with each breath, allow your awareness to hone in on the flow of the breath, on the sensations in your body. Without any judgment, just taking a moment to notice it's there right now. How are you feeling? And then gradually let your awareness float all the way down to your toes. And notice it may have been a while since you paid attention to your toes. Imagine the big one and all of the little ones. And imagine them wiggling, free and spacious. Now, whether you're sitting on the floor or in a chair, find a way to take one foot and bring it up so that your other hand can connect with your foot. Now we're going to do a little bit of massage. I've got little yoga toe spacers in between my toes that I'm going to take out. But we're going to let our hands be like these yoga toes, these little gel spacers. So taking your fingers, bring them in between each of your toes. Hold on to the toes and wiggle them forward and back. Touch your thumb and finger to the nail and pad of each toe and give a little pressure, a little squeeze. And then massage each toe and come around to the ball of the foot on the either side and underneath, and the arch of the foot, using your thumb and your fingers to come around the heel and up onto the top of the foot and massage this little space in the front of your ankle. A lot of ligaments and tendons in there, get a little bit overworked and tight. And then come around the ankle, the base of the outside and the inside of the ankle and the back. Pat or tap a little bit on the tops and bottoms and bring your fingers in between your toes again and wiggle them and send a little silent or audible I love you to your toes. And now take that foot and place it back down next to the other one. And again, whether you're on the floor or in a chair, just notice the 2 feet. Maybe there's a different connection that you have with the one that you just massaged. Maybe there are different sensations there. Just notice. And when you're ready, take that other foot, cross it over your leg, or somehow bring that opposite hand to that foot. And we're going to make your fingers yoga toes. So you're going to bring the fingers in between each of the toes and bring them forward and back. Now, this might be a challenge if your toes haven't spread in a while. It's okay. Even if you just massage them and you bring your fingers to the tips of each toe, you're helping to bring that connection back. So now massage each toe, pressing the nail and the pad firmly. And then massage the ball of the foot along the outsides and the middle. And massage the arch and down through the heel. Come up the front of the foot and in front of the ankle. And then around the outside of the ankle joint and the inside and the back of the heel. And then pat or tap a little bit. Rub those toes and separate them one more time. And audibly or in your mind, look at your toes and say, I love you, toes. And then bring that foot back down onto the floor. Take a big breath in and breathe it out. Now notice your alignment of your legs. And if you're sitting on the floor, you may want to come to standing. If you're in a chair, you may want to come to the front of the chair. And place your ankles right under your knees. Hold onto a chair or wall for support if you're standing. And lift your toes and spread them wide, pressing to the ball and heel of the foot. As you press into the ball and heel of the foot, raise the toes, spread them wide. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, relax the toes, but keep the engagement of the ball and heel of the foot. Now bring your awareness to the arch of each foot and imagine lifting the arch. So it's going to make you want to engage those toes, and maybe it's going to be really an unusual sensation, or you're not feeling like you can connect with your arches, and that's okay. But the idea is to imagine them lifting, because as you contract those muscles and start to lift the arches, you're engaging the small muscles around your ankles. You're improving your stability. So lifting the arches, whether imaginary or actually engaging some of the muscles, notice what your toes want to do. My toes want to lift as my arches lift. So the goal here is to keep the toes relaxed, lift the arches. And then imagine pushing your shins towards each other without moving your knees and your thighs away from each other. Feel all those muscles in the legs engage. Now, as the leg muscles engage, push down into the feet. Notice if you lean onto the outsides or the insides of your feet or the heel or the ball of the foot, and bring your foot as squarely as possible onto the earth. Now, either sitting or standing from here, take a big breath in. As you exhale, stack your shoulders right over your hips, level your chin, and bring your ears in line with your shoulders. Maybe let your arms drop by your sides. Finding a mountain pose, a strong, steady holding of the body. So in yoga, we often work with the principles of something called Wolf's Law. Wolf's Law references dynamic tensioning and mechanical leveraging. Dynamic tensioning is when you do this, you isometrically hold the muscles to the bones by lifting the arches, by pushing the shins together, by pushing the thighs away, squeezing the abdominal muscles in, holding the muscles to the bones. Keep breathing as you do this isometric engagement. Mechanical leveraging is the movement of the body, the stretching and contracting of muscles along the bones. Both mechanical leveraging and dynamic tensioning are the mechanisms by which we can grow the muscles and bones of our bodies stronger, where we can maintain some flexibility and strength to reduce the chance that we're going to lose mobility or increase the likelihood of falling or fracturing. So hug those muscles in towards the bones. Feel yourself strong right here. And then we're going to add some mechanical leveraging. So take a big breath in and lift the heels off the floor. As you exhale, bring the heels back down. Inhale, lift them up, and exhale, bring them down. And just keep doing that with your breath. If you're standing, keep the body nice and aligned and try not to sway forward and back. Try to just bend the knees and raise up and down, up and down. See, even Tori wants to get in on the action of loving your toes. Up and down. It's really important here to notice if you're clinging with the toes, to notice if you're gripping through the rest of your body, squeezing through the pelvis or the jaw. And try to relax the body as much as you can while you do the toe lift, heel lifts, excuse me. And then come back down onto the heels. And now we're going to do the toe lifts. So whether you're sitting or standing, lift the toes. Lower the toes. Lift the toes and spread them wide. And then practice bringing one at a time down onto the floor and lifting one at a time up and bringing them back down one at a time. Give each toe the opportunity to try moving on its own. Try not to beat yourself up too much if you're noticing that the toes don't go in order, or some of them want to couple up and move together. That's okay. Now we're going to engage a little bit more of a balance challenge. So if you're in a chair, you may want to stand for this and hold on to the back of the chair or hold your hands on the wall. So the next balance challenge, you may not be able to see my face, but it's most important that you see my feet. So coming to stand in your mountain pose, press down through the ball and heel of your feet. Take a moment to rock back and forth. Find your equal spreading of weight across your feet, and then push your arches up, shins towards each other, thighs away. Level the pubic bone and the tailbone so that your pelvis is neutral. And then bring your shoulders right over your hips. Level your chin and pull your head back so your ears are in line with your shoulders. Let your arms come by your sides. Turn your palms forward to open your chest, to relax your shoulders. And breathe here. Soften your face, maybe even let a little smile come to the edges of your eyes or the edges of your mouth. Stand here and feel your strength and power. Sink down into the feet a little bit more by bending your knees. Engage those thigh muscles. Now, once again, this dynamic tensioning is going to be complemented with mechanical leveraging. So start to play with bringing one heel off the floor and bringing a foot forward, and then the other one. As much as you can, focus on shifting the weight into the heel a little bit more of the standing leg so that you can start to bring one leg off the floor and lift the knee up a little bit. And you want to do this without a whole lot of swaying back and forth as you lift. So pressing down into that standing leg, bending that knee even more, can sometimes give you more support and strength. Use those abdominal muscles as you exhale, squeeze, and lift. Don't be afraid to keep a good bend in the knees because you want the muscles of the legs holding you here, not the joints. And you may want to play with holding that foot up there for a breath or two. Again, hold your hands on a chair or the wall if you're standing and you need some support. It can also help to bring your hands in front of your heart and press your palms together. That can help you align and engage the core muscles to support the standing. Now, if you'd like, you can play with a walking meditation here, taking a breath in, bringing the foot up. Bend the knee of the standing leg a little as you exhale, come heel to toe with the opposite foot. Shift your weight slowly forward. Try not to grip the toes. As you inhale, bring the other leg up. Exhale, lower down through that standing leg and let the heel touch the ground. You can go forward more, or you can also practice going backwards, lifting the foot up as you breathe in, bringing toes back, bending that front standing leg, and heel to the floor. Inhale, come up. Exhale, step back. So practice walking forward and back in slow motion, almost as if you're walking through air on the moon. There's almost like no gravity. Really use that standing leg to position you to bring the other leg down so that you're not slamming that foot into the floor. Nice. You're welcome to pause here and keep practicing that some more. I don't know about you, but I got warm and a little sweaty. Now, before we finish our practice, I'm going to show you one more balance challenge. Again, hands together in front of your heart or holding onto your chair. I'm going to turn my chair around so that you can see how it works with the chair as a support. So what I'm going to do is find that same mountain pose. I'm going to stack my body right over my ankles and then lift those arches. Pull those shins towards each other and thighs away. Pelvis neutral, shoulders and head aligned. Now I'm going to shift my weight into one leg. Bend that knee and really engage those muscles. Lift the other leg and bring that knee straight up. As I exhale, I'm going to come down. And on an inhale, I'm going to take both heels off the floor. And then exhale, come down. On the next inhale, I'm going to bring the leg back, toes to the wall behind me, straightening that leg. As I exhale, I'm going to bring the foot forward. And then inhale, come up. And exhale, down. Now I'm going to inhale that leg out to the side. Exhale, forward. Inhale, heel raise. Exhale, lower. Now I'm going to do the other leg. Inhale that other leg straight up, knee in front of me. Exhale down. Inhale up onto the heels. Exhale down. Inhale the toes back. The toes can lift off the floor or toes can be on the floor for support. Make sure the hips are squared to the front of the chair or the wall if you're holding on. Exhale, come back. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower. Inhale, bring the leg out to the side. Exhale, return. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, down. Let's do one more. Inhale, bring the knee up. Exhale it down. Inhale, come up on the heel, off the heels. Exhale, down. Inhale, leg back. Exhale, down. Inhale, heels. Exhale, down. Inhale the leg to the side. Exhale it back to center. With the feet right under the hips, lift the heels and lower. Shift to the other leg, lift the knee, bring it down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale that same leg back and bring it back on the exhale. Inhale the heels lift, exhale lower. Inhale the leg out to the side, back to center. Inhale the heels up, exhale down. Now you're welcome to pause the video and continue and do a few more of these. Or if that's enough work for you today, then find your way back to your seat. either on the floor or in a chair. Bring your feet on the floor. Sit up tall. And take a big breath in. Sigh it out and let it go. Find one foot and bring it up on your ankle. And if you'd like, bring your fingers once more in between your toes. I'm going to put my yoga toes back on. Wiggle and squiggle that foot. Bring that foot down. Take the other foot and bring the fingers in between the toes. And then let that foot come down. Placing your feet right under your ankles. Pick your toes up and let your feet move at the ankles in and out like windshield wipers. They can go together or opposite. And then come up on the balls of the feet and roll the ankles a little in one direction and the other. And then plant your feet, plant your hands on your knees. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Exhale, press your spine to the chair or the wall behind you. Inhale, press forward. Exhale back. We're just taking some time to realign the fascia of the body as we've now repositioned the muscles and bones of the feet a little. We're giving the whole body the chance to match this new alignment. And then gradually find a neutral spine. Let your shoulders come right over your hips. Let your arms rest in your lap. If you want to give yourself a little extra reinforcement, palms down on the thighs, keeping the energy contained within you. If you're looking for a little bit of energy from outside around you, then turn your palms up in a receptive mode. Let your ears align with your shoulders and feel your strength. Feel the work that you've done in your body and take a moment to integrate that work. Just a few steady breaths. Settle into stillness to receive the effects of your practice. With your next exhale, let go of any lingering tension, any judgment, any holding. And softly in your mind or on your breath, say, I love you, toes. I love you, toes. And allow that feeling of love and gratitude to move through the whole body, into your heart center. With your next breath, allow it to surround you, to hold you, to nourish you. And carry this feeling of support and love with you as you carry yourself through the rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again soon.